Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas day 16. So I'm hungry. I'm craving French toast. That is one of my absolute favorite weekend breakfasts. I'll have French toast over crepes or Benedicts or waffles any day. I love French toast with lots and lots of cinnamon. So yeah, we're gonna have French toast. And then we are gonna go run some errands, in the sense that we're gonna go in the city because we want to go to a nice Italian grocery store because I want to get some panettone. So they have gluten-free ones. They're very hard to find now. We had a market here on this in the area I live that was all gluten-free, but they closed earlier this year, and I'm crushed. But we found that that Italian grocery store that we've been meaning to go to for a really long time anyway. We just haven't. So today's the day, and we're gonna get some gluten-free ones. And I'm very excited because I love to bring one to Christmas, and it's so yummy to eat after supper, but I also love to use it, like let it dry out a little bit, and then I make French toast with it even after the holidays, and it's so good. So yeah, fun fact about me, I'm obsessed with French toast. And then we are going to, try to see, if there's any Christmas markets, well, where there are Christmas markets, and we're gonna go do that. So I think it's gonna be a fun day out of the house today. Yeah, so I'm gonna go make my breakfast, and I'll see y'all in a bit. So I'm cooking my French toast, my delicious cinnamony. Smells so good, French toast. And here we are. So I just cut up some clementine and some green grapes. I love the taste of like citrus with cinnamon, and topped with some Quebec maple syrup, and there we go. That's my breakfast. So I just wanted to talk bags for a few minutes. I was all packed in my little bag here for the rainy weekend, but today is actually pretty nice. It looks pretty sunny. Tomorrow and Monday is gonna be pouring rain. That hasn't changed. So I'll just change back into the Longchamp extra small tonight, or tomorrow morning, whatever. But I felt like, okay, I don't want to wear a bag that I'm associating to sad weather, which is often the case for this bag. I usually would reach for that when it's really poopy weather. But I decided, I was looking at my bags, I'm like, oh, you know what bag I haven't worn in forever and I love it is my beautiful vintage Prada Clio. So I want to show you what I did, because it's a bag that has a non-detachable shoulder strap. So it has this strap, and it's meant to be worn like that. It's so comfortable, this bag. And for such a slim profile, it fits a lot. But today I'm running errands with a pretty bulky coat, so I really would love to wear it crossbody, but it works. I can just cross it like that and then put the strap in. I'll easily be able to have all my things inside, and I can just still close the magnet, and then I can wear it as a crossbody. I just clipped a silver chain that I had gotten on Amazon, and it's as cute as can be. So yeah, I shopped my stash today. And look, there's like still room to spare. I'll easily be able to fit my phone in here, no problem. It's awesome. And so far in here, what I have is, I have my Bastia, I have lip gloss, my lip maximizer, oh, not lip maximizer, my lip enhancer, which I'm wearing right now, hand cream, perfume, my Calvi wallet, my Mulberry key case, my compact mirror, my hand sanitizer, and then I have glasses cleaning wipes and a tissue in the slip pocket. This is what I wanted to show you, is how I kind of crisscross it inside. And then I can just put my things back in. And it's just perfect. So that goes in. And my phone fits in absolutely no problem on top of that. So I can fit all of my necessities. Okay, so it's all inside. Snapped it, and I'm good to go. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful bag. I love that touch of pink inside of this bag. Yeah, it's a really nice bag, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection. And I don't know, I felt Prada this morning. Like, I spritzed my Prada Paradoxe Intense. I absolutely love that perfume. That's actually the perfume I have in that specific Travel perfume sprayer, is the Prada Paradoxe Intense. I've been wearing it pretty consistently. I think I alternate with, I'll still do my Tiffany Rose Gold and my Coco Mademoiselle Intense. Those are like my 3 winter perfumes. The Tiffany Rose Gold I wear all year, but those are the 3 I'm really focusing on this winter. So right now, Prada Paradoxe Intense is just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. At one point I'll do a perfume collection, but look how beautiful that perfume is. And then it kind of sits like that. So yeah. A Prada day for me. So we're back home. It was impossible to film because there was just so many people. The minute I would try to pull out my phone to start filming, it was like crowded, and you have to look everywhere you're walking because it was so muddy. And then at the grocery store, oh my gosh, it was insane how many people were there. But I do want to share what I did pick up because I'm all excited. They had a lot of good Italian stuff. So now we're gonna start making that part of our weekly trip. It's not in the area, like it's a half-hour drive away or so. But for the variety of gluten-free nice Italian pastas, for example, it's gonna be worth the trip. So that was really nice. And cookies and stuff, they had a really nice variety. So I want to show you what I picked up. Okay, so I bought 2 of these. So a gluten-free panettone with chocolate chip. And these are from Sicily. So yeah, so I have, that's one, and I have the second one right here. So one I'm gonna be opening probably even this weekend. We're gonna be enjoying it this week. And the other one is being kept for Christmas to bring, to have for that weekend. Of course, had to pick up some of my absolute favorite chocolates. These are hard to find, but in an Italian market, they'll be easy to find. So I got a great big box of those. I got some tortellini, which are hard to find in gluten-free. So I got one with ricotta and spinach and prosciutto. And then I got some wafer cookies, some pistachio wafer cookies. I was so excited about that. I'm not the biggest fan of wafer cookies necessarily, but with pistachio cream, that's gonna be awesome. And then I got some typical nugget with limoncello. So I want to cut into this. I'm so excited for that. I want to make a cup of coffee so bad, and we're gonna cut into this. Got some polenta, always good to have, and some breadcrumbs. That's nothing too exciting. So that's what I picked up at the Italian market. Yeah. Okay, so now I really want to cut into this nougat to have with my coffee, a little afternoon snack. Oh my gosh, I grew up with this stuff. Like, that's what was so fun about going to that market, was like blast from the past, stuff I forgot that I loved, you know? Just look at that. Oh, and it smells so good. It smells so good. Okay, this really smells so good, so good. Of lemon. I could not have picked better. That perfect combination of chocolate, lemony goodness, and the almonds. To die for. I almost got pistachio, but I was like, no, I'm craving lemon. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum. So good. I'm literally almost emotional. I don't know if that happens to you, but when you have something that you have not had in years, maybe that you even forgot that you used to enjoy. Because that's what was happening to me in the grocery store, was that I was just doing aisles and aisles and aisles of Italian food, right? Of Italian drinks, of just anything, right? Appetizers, sides, main dishes, just soda, munchies, whatever, sweets. That I'm like, this was my everyday. Like, this was all the time. The minute I'm with any family, this is what we would be eating. And that's what I love about going to Italy so much. And that's, I think, why we're also wanting to get a home there at some point, is because it's just so nostalgic. It just brings me back, right? To these scents, and it just brings back memories you don't remember you have. It's really particular, and that's what this is doing to me. I have not had nougat in years. I forgot about it. Like, I forgot I even loved this stuff. And I've never, ever since my diagnosis too, it's not the kind of thing I was buying or looking to buy. And while I was there's like a huge rack full of them, of all kinds of brands, all kinds of flavors. And, I'm just reading the packages, and I'm like, there's not an item of gluten in this. So I grabbed one, and just enjoying it is like, that's it. It's almost bringing up like an emotional, very nostalgic, almost homesick feeling. It's awesome. It's like really, it's powerful, right? The power of taste, the power of smell. It's nostalgic. It's special. I had to share that because I'm like, I'm feeling that right now as I'm enjoying my latte. Let's draw a card, because I feel like that's what needs to happen right now. And then, because right now what I'm doing is I'm letting some butter sit on my counter right now, just to kind of soften up, because then I'm gonna bake some cookies, just some simple cookies. But I'm in the mood of baking. Yeah. And we'll probably break into that panettone tomorrow or this week. It's gonna be desserts. It's that time of year. But yeah, that nougat is just amazing. So good. All right. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay, I'm just doing that. And I'm gonna, okay. I chose a card of personal growth. So it says, when Neville Longbottom first arrives at Hogwarts, he is a shy, forgetful boy who struggles with his magic. By the end of the final film, he is a hero who courageously fights in the Battle of Hogwarts and kills Nagini, one of Voldemort's last Horcruxes, with the Sword of Gryffindor. So then it says, how does Neville's story inspire you along your own journey? So like finding that inner strength, finding that inner strength, finding that inner growth. Yeah, I could definitely relate to that, because I think I'm somebody who is extremely anxious, extremely insecure as a person. YouTube, y'all might not realize this, but YouTube is a huge factor in my growth and self-confidence. Huge. Okay. it is through talking to my phone. That's how it started, right? That's how I saw it at first. No, I don't see it that way at all. Actually, I am talking to people. I am talking to my YouTube friends. I am talking to the people who love my channel, who love me, who want to support me, who are interested in what I have to say. I mean, wow. But it started as me, you know, in my little space, talking to my phone and learning to express myself and accepting that people are going to see that and being at peace with whatever may come from it. Okay? So it helped me learn to detach myself from judgment, from other people's opinions. And now I am a very confident person. I have my moments of anxiety. I have a lot of moments of insecurities and of imposter syndrome, big time. Big time. But I've developed a capability of, you know, feeling like actually what I have to say might make sense. It might sound smart. And it's coming from a very authentic place. And people respect that. You know, I've detached myself from that fear of judgment. And now, like, if you see me in my personal life, at work, I'm good at expressing my agreements or disagreements and bringing my points to make sure that when we are making a decision, that we're making it for the right reasons. And sometimes I'm gonna make a mistake, and I own it. I own it, and I learn from it, and I grow from it, right? And so I think it's a work of a lifetime, but really just since YouTube, I've seen huge development on my person. I really have, and I think a lot of people have. I used to have major social anxiety. I struggled to talk to people. I struggled to look people in the eye when I was talking to them. I don't have that problem anymore, or very rarely do I. I'm talking to people. I'm super sociable. I think I'm a pretty good presenter. I'm a very good trainer. So yeah, I've gotten over that fear of talking to people and that fear of potential judgment. It's gone. It's gone. If I get a negative comment, yeah, it's gonna make me self-reflect, and it hurts. Of course, negative comments hurt. That's normal. But it's to learn to take in what you feel you need to take in from it. Learn from it and say, okay, does this really apply to me? If the hat fits, it applies to me. You learn from it. If it's just coming from a pure cruel place, then you say, you know what, the hat does not fit. This does not apply to me. And you let it go like a cloud in the sky, you know? So that's how I'm trying to live my life. And that's hugely thanks to YouTube. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. And thank you, deck of cards, for helping me remember that. Yeah, very cool. I love spiritual cards. Yeah, so I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to enjoy my second little piece of nougat. And then I'm gonna bake some cookies just because I want to. And I told Phil, I already told him, I'm like, I'm craving nachos. I don't know why, but I'm craving nachos. I want nachos with, you know, ground beef and sour cream and guacamole and veggies and cheese on top. And, you know, just being in like pajama bottoms or sweatpants or leggings or whatever, and, you know, watching a movie. Honestly, that's what I want for this Saturday night. So he went to the little grocery store to get like what we're missing for nachos. Phil makes awesome nachos, so I'll get little shots of that later. Yeah, so I'm going to enjoy my little moment, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna bake tonight because I think I'll bake tomorrow instead, because it's gonna be a really rainy day. So before going to the movies, I'll bake. I think that's better. And tonight, cut into the panettone for dessert. And I want to catch Melissa and Didi Bean's live. So another reason why I had forgotten and I don't want to miss it. Okay, so I just thought really quick, do the advent calendar. So I just picked this one out of my basket. And okay, this is a refill for my favorite mascara. It's what I'm using today. I use it all the time now. So it really gives me these really long, bold, fanned out, voluminous lashes, and it's not expensive. So it's from the drugstore. It's by Florence by Mills. She has two mascaras. One is in a purple tube. This one's in the pink tube. This one's called Up a Notch Volumizing Mascara. And I swear by it. I swear by it. I've tried a lot of mascaras at Sephora too, and this is cheaper. So, hey. And the one I'm at right now is getting towards the end. I can feel it. So I had bought a backup, and it's good that I opened it. Okay, and then let's do day 16. So it's gonna be right here. It's very simple. It's a lamp post. So simple, but so darn cute. Look how cute is that snowy lamppost. Oh, I love it. I can just imagine Dumbledore with this deluminator and pulling the light out of it. Oh, I love it. It's gonna look so cool on my little wintry stage. So we'll set it up tomorrow with the other day, with day 17. It'll be fun. I think I'm gonna set it up every 2 days because it takes time for me to take all my little people out and place them, and I really don't want to miss the live. So, so I'll see you all later when we have nachos. Famous, amazing nachos. So with some guacamole and some sour cream, this is gonna be amazing. Night, everybody.